My locker means the world to me. It is a gateway to my education. My locker represents my soul. Every time I open it, a part of me goes into this place. Do you know what this lock means? This is me locking the memories of the past 3 years. I will admit that Locker 194 isn't always an easy friend to me. It's more of a love-hate relationship. Sometimes his lock kind of gets stuck, you know, when you're turning the dial and it gets like stuck and I'm just like jamming it, you know, it's a typical thing. Sometimes the door locks and I can't close it and Mr. Wallace will threaten me with demerits. It's a tough time. He's probably the hardest locker I've ever had to deal with in this school out of the 3 lockers I've had. But what me and 194 share is a little more special. It's the hardship that makes it better in the end for us. Every time I lock this locker, 3 words come to mind: honor, faith, and loyalty.
Oh, hey, Miranda. Yeah, he asked me to prom last night when we were out to dinner. I know. Wait, he was out with Stephanie? What? Oh my god!
When you drive distracted, you're taking death for a ride.
Who are you? I'm you, idiot. Why the music so loud? Turn it up. Can you not? Blasting music is a distraction. Yo, your mom texts you. Oh, that's cute. Yo, I'm about to order me some Chipotle, Domino's. You want some Taco Bell? Come on, everyone knows not to text and drive.
Police department, what's your license, registration, insurance, please? You know why you're being stopped today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were texting while you were driving. You understand that's a violation of the motor vehicle law in the state of New Jersey?
Yes.
Okay. You shouldn't be doing that. You're a new driver. Anything you're doing, texting, talking on the phone, you know, eating, drinking, okay, and you're taking your eyes off the roadway is considered inattentive. So I'm giving you a traffic today for careless driving.
Okay.
Okay? Here's your license, registration, insurance back. Make sure you're more careful next time, okay?
Yes, sir.
And keep you safe. I want you to have a safe drive and have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Be careful out there.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
You always take care of your best friend. Why should getting behind the wheel be any different?
Susie, time for school!
Alright, how's that?
Do you have your keys?
Yes.
All right, do you have the tickets?
Yes.
All right, your mom and I will meet you in a half hour.
All right.
You've got this.
On April 14th, 2017, a group of 38 students from Camden Catholic journeyed to London and Paris. This trip opened our eyes to the beauty of these cities. During the tour, we would often comment how impressed we were with the architecture of these cities. Among the most impressed was senior Sabrina Caruso.
My favorite part of the trip was the architecture. Being in like Paris and London, like just the buildings there were so beautiful. Like they talked about in France how the architectural integrity of the place, everything was built very specifically to kind of flow. So like you could see the different generations of architectures as you go through the city. It was just beautiful, like how much they put into their city, how much like art was there, and how just walking around everything was beautiful. It felt fake that a place could be so beautiful. It was nothing like I expected it was gonna be, because I really did come in not knowing a lot about like France or England. Like I could have, I guess, looked into it, but I really wanted to be like shocked with the experience. So I mean, I thought the experience was amazing. We were constantly doing things, and like it was all of the like the touristy stuff, but like I don't know, like we got to meet people in the culture, and just like in addition to seeing all like the beautiful things there, got to know about like their day-to-day life, and like understand why like they appreciate all the beautiful architecture, and why like the art is so admired there, and all the history and that kind of stuff behind it. Also, and I just had such like an amazing time with everyone there, so it was kind of like a weird group of kids if you think about it. But we were all like thrusted into this like new environment with like new things we've never done before. And everyone, I just had like a really great time like getting to know people in this amazing new place, and like just feeling like, I don't know, it was like, I can't even describe it. It was just like so crazy to be in a whole entire new culture and like see things way differently than I view them like home in America. It was very eye-opening and a cool experience.
As many of the students on the trip can agree, we can't wait to travel back to these amazing cities to experience more.
Hi, my name's Ethan. I've been cooking breakfast for as long as I can remember, and I've been eating breakfast for my whole life. I do consider myself a breakfast kind of guy. I would eat breakfast with lunch, and breakfast with dinner. My go-to recipe for breakfast is it's been passed down from generation to generation, and it is an egg. So when I'm making an egg, I put a pan on the stove, put some butter on the pan, and put some salt and pepper on it. Then I put an egg on. And then I put some more salt and pepper. And then after a while I flip the egg over and put some more salt and pepper on. And then I wait a little bit, then I flip the egg over and put some salt and pepper on it. And after it's done cooking, I serve it and eat it.
My name is Craig Cleveland, and food is really important to me, especially breakfast. I started making breakfast when I was 7. I helped my parents make waffles, and then I started doing them on my own, and then I started being forced to make them because my parents were hungry.
Describe how you make the French toast.
First you start with the eggs, and then you beat those together, and then you pour in the milk and the butter and nutmeg and cinnamon if you want to. And then you dip the bread in that, and then you just fry it.
So every morning after I make the eggs, I make deep fried Oreos. So to make the deep fried Oreos, I basically get a pan and fill it with oil.
You take the eggs, the milk, and the pancake mix, and you mix those together until you get a nice batter. Dip the Oreos in them.
And then I put the Oreos into the oil, and then I let it cook until they get brown, and then I take them out. Breakfast is actually my favorite thing to do. I actually make breakfast 3 times a day, every day, sometimes even 4. Breakfast is my life. If there wasn't breakfast, I wouldn't be able to live.
Breakfast is the most important meal for me because it's the first thing I wake up to.
I believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Both eggs and fried Oreos are the cornerstone of every nutritious breakfast.
No, I'm gonna give this to Santa Claus. So just tell Santa what's your name.
Connor.
Connor, what's your name?
Sabrina.
Okay, now.
I'm going to kindergarten, first year today.
It's your first day?
Yep.
You must be old now.
I'm 5 and I go into kindergarten.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Caruso. This is my drive home from school every day. This is my cousin Brooke and my cousin Sophie. These are my friends Sarah and Andrea, my friend Robert, Anna, and Bianca. This is my dorky group of theater friends. This is my senior AP English class. This is my home I've lived in for the past few years. And this is me, at age 17. On Sunday, March 7th, around 10 p.m., my senior year of high school, the year I finally am moving on. Moving on is something that has scared and excited me for the past 17 years of my life. The idea of going to college, leaving everything and everyone I know to embark on this great unknown has always seemed so unreal and so far away. But that will be my reality in the next 3 months. The more I thought about how sacred these moments of my life are, I realized how quickly these past 4 years, let alone this year, have gone by. So with the help of a few wonderful people going through the same stage of their life, I attempted to capture what these past 4 years have felt like, and what it's truly like to move on.
Comfortable. Hi, my name is Sarah Robbins. I am 17 years old, going on 18.
Hi, my name is Anna Seavey. I'm 18 years old.
I am a senior, and right now we're sitting in the lush accommodations of my backyard.
And right now we're in my bedroom. I was adopted from China, so my mom's friend went to go to adopt a child in China, and then she was at the airport at this long layover. She met these 2 women, and then they just started exchanging pictures of their kids. All of a sudden my mom's friend was like, oh my gosh, like that looks exactly like someone I know. And it turned out that the 2 women's daughter that was in the picture happened to be my identical sister. So
That's insane.
yeah.
So do you guys still talk now?
Yes, we're best friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
When I was little, I was like super outgoing. Yeah. And not really with strangers necessarily, but like with my family. Like I was always just in the moment, like doing my thing. I didn't care what I looked like, what I was doing, what I dressed like. I guess that kind of changed like once I came of the age where people started to care about what you look like and what you were wearing, and that kind of just like made everything crumble. Like once I got into a huge public middle school with thousands of kids, that's when it started to get a little scary. And I was a lot more reserved. I was really scared of I don't know, sort of what people thought of me, but I just didn't know like what people were like in the real world. I'd been with the same people for, you know, like 5 years.
So in middle school, I would say I was a lot more outgoing. I feel like in the beginning of high school, I started not being so outgoing because like I said before, none of my friends came from my middle school. So I didn't really have any friends going in.
Throughout middle school, I got really comfortable And by 8th grade, I didn't want to leave my friends, and I was really upset that I was. They were all going to the local public school, and I was going to Camden Catholic. And freshman year, I just kind of like went into my shell.
I didn't know anyone, and I was just constructing this person who I thought I wanted to be, and I didn't want to be that person. I just had to be like perfect in order to fit in. You see all these people, they have all these friends, and you don't know like, why don't I have all these friends, or why am I not like that?
Freshman year was so hard. Like I just like, I don't know, I was like an empty shell. Like that was a rough time.
Versus freshman year of me, I would say I'm way more confident now in myself. I think before I wanted to like create the person that I wanted to be instead of actually being who I was.
There's like a specific moment that I was in choir class, and choir was always something that I loved. Like I'd loved singing my whole life, and I felt like if I don't like choir, then like how do I like anything? So there's just one day I just got so upset in class, and I just had to go to the bathroom. And then there's an upperclassman who followed me into the bathroom, and I'd never really spoken to her before. And she just kind of put everything into perspective for me, like this is so hard. This is nothing like middle school. High school is so different, and you just have to like learn to like step up and take this challenge, that this is a change that you're just gonna have to get used to. And just hearing that from someone and kind of like speaking to me like I was on their level, like I was actually a person, recognized that I was there, recognized that I was struggling, like I don't know, that just kind of woke me up that like I need to like get myself together. I need to get my act together and do things that I want to be doing. The only person who was holding me back from doing the things that I liked was me. Like there was no one saying I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the desire at that time. Because my disappointment for leaving my old friends, whom I haven't talked to any of them since then, that just kind of like consumed me at the time, I guess. But once she said that, I got involved with the hit band, and that I just like branched out so much from that. I met all the people who were involved in it, and I just realized like, wow, people care about each other here. You're not just like one of the 1,000, which was cool. And that kind of just like jump-started like doing things in high school. I
think my favorite part of high school has been just meeting all these amazing people. Like it's crazy that in such a small Catholic school that I can find so many people that I'm like can really connect with. Definitely doing the musical, like I love everyone in the musical.
The kids in the musical are like such a weird group of people to put all together, but like everybody just gets along so well, and like I don't know, it's just the only place you can feel that. It just makes you so much more confident. The weirdest, like quietest kid could join the musical and they're just like a whole new person.
Like, they don't care about like the outside world and like what they think about them. They just care about what they want to do.
It's really cool to be in like a leadership role in the things that you're involved in, the things that you love doing, like the musical, because like the freshmen kind of look up to you and you can see that they're all kind of in their shell, they're nervous, they think that they're nothing, and then when you treat them like you're equal, which they are, you could just like see how they branch out and feel so much more comfortable and just like have a really great time. It's cool to like let other people have that experience so that they can have fun all throughout high school. They don't have to have that one year that's like,
yeah.
So, yeah. That's cool.
Oh, I love high school now. I mean, this year, we both made like a really good group of friends that we didn't have before. And I just feel like I can be myself in school now, and it's just really fun.
It was really great. Like all the school aspects of senior year, like went so far exceeded my expectations. Like everything about it was just amazing. Like all of the like typical senior events we've had so far, like I don't know, like senior trip, like I was so nervous about it. It was so fun. Like I don't know, everything about it has just been like so perfect. Like I don't know, it's been amazing. So I'm really excited for the end of the year, and I don't want it to end now. Right now I'm majoring in music education, and I want to be a music teacher. Always have been, always will. At the school that I had wanted to go to, I wanted to double major in vocal performance and music ed, and like I want to like perform at night and like teach during the day. Like I was so set, like this is what I'm going to do, and then I was going to get my doctorate degree and hopefully like work in colleges, and I just had a big vision, like big dream for all of that. And now I'm nervous that like I'm not making the right choice. I feel like all the signs are pointing to like this is what you should be doing, even though it's not what you want to do in terms of college and moving out and just moving on. But I don't know, I'm not certain, and that's just a very like daunting thought.
It's really bittersweet. I'm really gonna miss this place, and I don't know, just like everything's gonna change. And it's just so weird, like the routine that I've been going through ever since I was, really young is gonna be not there anymore.
I could tell you my answer at the beginning of senior year was very different from this. The beginning of senior year, I was like ready to go. I had my college on lock, like everything was ready to go. Like I had my whole life planned, and then everything kind of just like tumbled apart by the end of the year in terms of future plans. Not really. Like I shouldn't like complain about how I had a school that I really wanted to go to and I couldn't go there, so I'm going to another school. It's not my favorite school, but it's just going to leave me with a lot of options for the future. I feel like I can't really think past graduation. Like I just can't. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah. I'm excited to start a new chapter, but I'm disappointed that I feel like this was the first year that I felt like truly confident, proud of who I am, excited to be with people. Like I love just like everything about where I am right now.
Yeah.
So once I finally find that and it's time to move on, maybe the rest of my life is gonna be like that. I don't know. Like maybe I'll never really be comfortable in where I'm in until it's time to go. That's kind of a depressing thought for me, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot of opportunities to do that, and I'll always reach that point, even if it doesn't last that long. Maybe it'll just make it like so special, because this year has been so special. Just like moving on in general, I don't know, I think it's a good thing. It always is, and it hurts for a while, but it's always going to be beneficial. And if the memories that you had and the friendships that you cherish, like they're that important to you, then you can always make more with those people who are doing the same things. Just, I mean, you won't be in high school, but honestly, it's not that I want to stay in high school for 4 more years. It's like I want to have those experiences for 4 more years.
Just try to enjoy it as much as you can, because although high school is crazy and hectic and scary, it's also exciting and wonderful and beautiful. And before you know it, you'll be moving on too.